Honesty is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. Nothing on earth can help the man with the wrong mental attitude. I find that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. When angry, count 10 before you speak. If very angry, count 100. In matters of style, swim with the current. In matters of principle, stand like a rock. Our greatest happiness does not depend on the condition of life in which chance has placed us, but is always the result of a good conscience, good health, and good temper. The man who reads nothing at all is better educated than the man who reads nothing but newspapers. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today. I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past. If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. Do not bite at the bait of pleasure till you know there is no hook beneath it. The most valuable of all talents is that of never using two words when one will do. I believe that every human mind feels pleasure in doing good to another. A coward is much more exposed to quarrels than a man of spirit. Pride costs us more than hunger, thirst, and cold. Determine never to be idle. It is wonderful how much may be done if we are always doing. He who knows best knows how little he knows. Only aim to do your duty, and mankind will give you credit where you fail. Never trouble another for what you can do yourself. The glow of one warm thought is to me worth more than money. I believe that banking institutions are more dangerous to our liberties than standing armies. Whenever you do a thing, act as if all the world were watching. Be polite to all but intimate with few, and let those few be well tried before you give them your confidence. The art of life is the art of avoiding pain. Do not be too severe upon the errors of the people, but reclaim them by enlightening them. Delay is preferable to error. The earth belongs to the living, not to the dead. I'm a great believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. Experience demands that man is the only animal which devours his own kind. Ignorance is preferable to error, and he is less remote from the truth who believes nothing than he who believes what is wrong. An honest heart being the first blessing, a knowing head is the second. Peace and friendship with all mankind is our wisest policy. It is neither wealth nor splendor, but tranquility and occupation which give happiness. The man who fears no truths has nothing to fear from lies. Timid men prefer the calm of despotism to the boisterous sea of liberty. Do not be too severe on yourself or others. Life is a school of trial and error. Truth is certainly a branch of morality and a very important one to society. The most successful war seldom pays for its losses. How much pain they have cost us, the evils which have never happened. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. The boisterous sea of liberty is never without a wave. It is amazing how much may be done if we are always doing. Money, not morality, is the principal commerce of civilized nations. A mind always employed is always happy. This is the true secret, the grand recipe for felicity. Experience hath shown that even under the best forms of government, those entrusted with power have, in time, perverted it into tyranny. Laws and institutions must go hand in hand with the progress of the human mind. To penetrate and dissipate these clouds of darkness, the general mind must be strengthened by education. Light and liberty go together. Darkness and despotism are forever allied. May I never get too busy in my own affairs that I fail to respond to the needs of others with kindness and compassion. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. Honesty is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. The man who never looks into a newspaper is better informed than he who reads them. Nothing gives one person so much advantage over another as to remain cool and unruffled under all circumstances. I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. It is wonderful how much may be done if we are always doing. A little rebellion now and then is a good thing. One man with courage is a majority. No occupation is so delightful to me as the culture of the earth, and no culture comparable to that of the garden. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot in it and hang on. A mind once enlightened cannot again become dark. The care of human life and happiness, and not their destruction, is the first and only legitimate object of good government. We never repent of having eaten too little. He who permits himself to tell a lie once finds it much easier to do it a second and third time. The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. Friendship is precious not only in the shade, but in the sunshine of life. The glow of one warm thought is to me worth more than money. It is error alone which needs the support of government. Truth can stand by itself. I believe that banking establishments are more dangerous than standing armies. The opinions and beliefs of men depend not on their own will, but follow involuntarily the evidence proposed to their minds.